Anyways, man, yeah, this is part 2, Reezonoticz, REE-ZON, coming at you once again. This is part 2 of the video that I had previously made, and it's just basically all over the place. I went kind of on a little rant, but yo, it's the truth, man. And basically, we're just talking about the way Nintendo's gone about doing their things. And what I love about this, man, and I hope you guys chime in and comment in the comment section, even if you disagree. But I just feel like Nintendo has solidified themselves as the last real game company in the console war, or console war, whatever, in the big three that are out there making consoles and games. A lot of reasons for this. Number one, they're the only ones that are a game company, straight up, through and through, nothing else. Games. You want to count toys because of Amiibo and whatever? Yeah, that's this little side business they got that's making them millions. But anyway, their whole strategy, their whole devotion is to games. Whereas you got Sony and Microsoft. Sony's an electronics company first. Decided to jump into the video game market because they saw money and then they made some money. Except when PlayStation 3 came out, and even the PS4 now selling the way it is, which is ridiculous. It's still not making them much money because they're so in the hole. But anyways, then you got Microsoft that they're a software company. Saw money to be made. They all looked at Nintendo and said, Nintendo making a fucking killing over here with all this money. We could add all this money to our money that we got right now and just take over the world. So Microsoft jumps in there, makes the Xbox original, and we go 15 years later till now, and they haven't gained a dime of profitability. I'm not even exaggerating. That's the god honest truth. The Xbox One division has never been profitable. It's only costing money, but they got mad money to spend, so they're stubborn. They keep going. But so yeah, they jump in there and they throw their hat in the game race. But Nintendo lives and breathes games. So while Microsoft and Sony make decisions that are better for overall business, as far like they are about the dollar and that's it. Microsoft and Sony can be summed up in 2 words: money and hype. And you're talking to somebody that owns a PlayStation 3 and a PlayStation 4 and owns an original Xbox. Great games on those consoles. I am not saying that they are complete crap. Not at all. Sony has some good consoles and some good games throughout their history. But Sony and Microsoft are primarily money-based. They want that dollar and they don't care what they got to do to get it. Nintendo... And you can say, oh, he's going to say that Nintendo's all about the gamer. They're a business, man. They want money. Yes, they are a business. And at the end of the day, it's about making money. But Nintendo's priorities are different. Nintendo's priority is first and foremost, before it's ever about the money, which we do want, it's about our reputation and the experience we leave the gamer or the consumer with. We want them to know that we are, fuck what everybody else is doing, we are going to make stuff that is worthwhile, because if you are a gamer, then you did what we make. And 2 is the money. How can we do this and yet still make money? That's Nintendo. Microsoft and Sony is, how the fuck can we make money? I don't give a shit if we release an Assassin's Creed Unity, which had 300 bugs that needed 3 patches in the first month. I don't care if we got to release a Battlefield that just doesn't work, and then instead of fixing it, we just move on and release another one. Nintendo doesn't allow those practices on their console. So they're the only ones that I feel solidify themselves. They separate themselves. And that's why you see them doing their own thing. That's why they're not really caring about PlayStation selling the way it's selling, because that will come and go. They're not caring about what Microsoft is doing. Even when they blatantly bite off Nintendo, Nintendo just shrugs it off like, kids will be kids. You know what I'm saying? We originate stuff they take. That's fine, whatever. We'll just keep originating stuff. We always making money, so it don't matter. But, they're the only ones that really live and breathe games. And it shows in their practices. It shows in their content. I mean, gee, man, like I said, I'm sick. But it shows in, it shows when you release, I believe it's 16 new tracks, 6 new characters, 4 or 5 new cards, 4 or 5 new gliders and sets of wheels and all that for Mario Kart, which is basically a whole other game for $12 total. As opposed to, and I love the game, Mortal Kombat X, but I don't like the practices that they're doing. That's why I don't take part in it. As opposed to releasing 4 characters for almost $30. As opposed to releasing easy fatality combinations for $5. As opposed to Call of Duty and Battlefield and all these games that in the past I've given you, 4 maps and 2 weapons for damn near $30. Where, Mario Kart is giving you all this for $12. Where they're giving you DLC for Sonic Lost World for free. And it's fucking fun. It's great DLC. Where they're giving you, a bunch of stuff for prices that you would say to yourself, damn, they can make so much more money. But they choose, first and foremost, to make the consumer feel like, hey, we want your business, and we want you to always look at us as the premier experience when it comes to this thing called gaming. And we will make our money off of you over time. Not in one shot, oh, I'm going to charge you $30 for this DLC. No, over time, because you won't keep coming back and paying me $3, $4, $5, $6 at a time for this epic shit that I'm making. Because you know it's epic. That's the thing. So, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like they've separated themselves as the only real game company. They don't make decisions like, we're going to cater to the third party and make our system exactly the way they want so that they can put their games on our system. Number one, because they still won't do it. But anyways, we're not going to do that like Sony and Microsoft, because that is the sign of, you just want to cater to these third party companies are in control of your destiny, not you. You don't have enough confidence in your ability as game makers and system makers to be like, hey, we're going to make our system this way. Now, we're going to try to accommodate you third-party companies and make it simple to program for, but we're not going to make it with your blueprints because this is our system, and we're going to make our games, and you can come and put your stuff on our system and still get money or not. That's what Nintendo does. Nintendo's like, hey, look, we're trying to work with you, but you're not going to dictate how we do our thing because we know what works. Sony and Microsoft are like, yo, without these third-party companies, we would be dead. Especially Microsoft, because Microsoft has Halo and... It takes me a while to think of any others. I know there's like one or two others, exclusive franchises, but really, they don't really have much. Without the third-party companies, they're done. Sony, a bit more. Sony has, God of War, Gran Turismo, Ratchet and Clank, some really good franchises. So Sony could be there. That's why Sony was there in '95, toe-to-toe with Nintendo. Because they had games, and they still do. Microsoft never has. But anyways, excuse me. Oh man, this cold got me, man. But yeah, so I love how Nintendo has now all of a sudden said, you know what? Because this is what I love about them. No matter the daunting circumstances that they are faced with, like the Wii U sales, I think it's barely hit 10 million. If it has, awesome. But I don't think it's even hit 10 million. I think it's like 9.6 something million. That sucks. And it sucks on so many levels because the system is by far the best one on the market. Period. I'll debate that with anybody because I own the PS4 and I see it for what it is. A system with great potential. Where are the games? I'm sorry, no. Where are the games that aren't remasters of games that were out 6 months ago? I'm sorry, no. Where are the games that are exclusives and not found everywhere else? I'm sorry, no. Where are the games that are all new original games for the system, not games that are available on your PS3 and Xbox 360? The Wii U's the best right now. I'll debate that and destroy anybody on it. But that being said, I love the way Nintendo adapted to the situation. You know what? We're not selling good. And the third party and the media outlets, they're going to continue to put negative spin on what we're doing. Because third party, if you notice, a lot of them weren't just simply saying, right, at this moment, we don't have anything planned for Wii U. No! A lot of them are coming out saying, no, the thing is that it's not powerful enough. It can't handle what we're trying to do, which almost every single time, if not every single time that was said, was confirmed to be bullshit. Bullshit. And the worst perpetrator there was EA and DICE, where they had Crysis 3 done, completed, and running better on the Wii U than it ran on the other consoles. And they were like, no, don't sell it. Don't bring it to the stores. And then they said, the system can't handle CryEngine 3 or whatever it was. Yeah, bullshit. Anyways, so they're going to continue to put this negative spin on us. No problem, man. We're not this up-and-coming company that needs the third parties. We're not this third-party dependent entity. We're fucking Nintendo, dude. Any one of these dudes right now that's fucking, I'd say 25 and older, that's gaming, which is a big piece of the gaming pie, knows our name because we introduced them to gaming. We're not nobody. We don't need you. We're just going to get what our consumers on our own. And I think it's working. I think it's fucking working because I'm not even looking for it. I'm just flipping through my Facebook and all of a sudden, boom, I see Nintendo's page. Oh, shit, what is this? Oh, man, tomorrow we can find out their E3 plans. And they're counting on me and other Nintendo fans when they're in their circles and discussions with other gamers, quote, I use that term so loosely today, with other gamers in their workplace or in a social setting or whatever, and they're like, oh, man, I can't wait for Destiny 2, or I can't wait for Call of Duty 97, what are you doing? They could be like, oh, yo, I'm straight with the Wii U, man. What's the Wii U? Well, the Wii U is this amazing fucking console that's better than the console that you're playing, that has more and better games than the console that you're playing. Oh, and by the way, Nintendo's E3 plans are going to be revealed tomorrow. Oh, snap, Nintendo's going to be at E3. They weren't there last year. Actually, yeah, they were. Boom. And then you said they're counting on us to spread that word, to spread that gospel. You know what I'm saying? So, I love what Nintendo's doing right now because it's basically a call to arms. That's how I see it. I see it as Nintendo saying, you know what? The industry wants to fuck us. Fuck the industry because we made this bitch, and if we wanted to, we burn this bitch down. Because I tell you right now, Nintendo won, and Nintendo said, look, man, we got so much money. Let's just walk away with this money. Just hypothetically, let's just walk away with this money. And you will never see another Mario, Zelda, Smash Bros., Mario Kart, Wave Race, F-Zero, Pilot Wings, Donkey Kong Country, Star Fox, none of that. Metroid, none of it. Ever again. And all you were left with was Xbox and PlayStation, who are both struggling to stay afloat financially as far as game developers and makers. And all you have was generic shooter after generic shooter, and you didn't have that variety and spice that Nintendo brought to the industry. Sorry, it would crash. The industry would crash, and gaming will be over. So Nintendo's like, man, we saved this industry, and if we want to, we'll burn this bitch down. So let's just get what our consumer, let's get what our consumer one-on-one, fuck the industry, and our consumers, yo, y'all are loyal, y'all love our games, yo, we're going to get the news to you, and we're counting on you to hype it up, man, and put it out there. But unlike Sony and Microsoft, it ain't bullshit hype. Because the games are going to be epic. I think that's been proven in 2014, where the Wii U by far had the highest rated games. And more of them than Sony and Microsoft combined. Bayonetta 2, highest rated game of 2014. Wii U exclusive. You know what I'm saying? So, I love how Nintendo's doing this. Again, I think like if you are a real gamer and you have a clear vision and you're not blinded by a piece of plastic, because I am with Nintendo over anything else because of the history I have with them, and because that history continues to be consistent into the future, which is great games and great franchises. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm theirs. That's why my money belongs to them. Until they shit on me and show me that that's not what they're going to do, I will be here. You've seen me before. I've called them out. I've had videos. So you go back a year or two ago, I had a video called Attitude Change, where they delayed Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and I straight up went crazy, and I was like, yo, they got to stop doing this shit, man, or I'm going to be out the door. Because we need games, we need them now. What did they do? They stepped up. Game. Now you cannot catch a bad word coming out of my mouth about the Wii U. Because it's phenomenal. So, if you are a gamer with clear vision, and you look at Nintendo, and you look at the other two, you see Nintendo has a, like, there's a difference, man. It's the Nintendo difference, man. It's games, and it's quality games. Unbroken, finished, ready to play on day one, amazing games. And when we talk DLC with Nintendo, it's actually worthwhile, sorry. With the others, you know you're about to get nickel and dime, right? You know that, right? So, that's basically it, man. I hope you guys have enjoyed this two-part series. Let me know what you think, man. But I think Nintendo Direct is just fucking phenomenal. It's a great idea. At first, I was kind of like, when they first started doing it, I was like, man, not many people are going to see this, da-da-da-da. But you know what? I think Nintendo's like, the people that matter to us are going to see it. That's our fans. That's our consumers. And they're going to spread the word for us. Fuck yeah, man. I'm there, man. Especially when it's good shit like it's been, man. That Splatoon Direct was ridiculous. And I like what they did with the Splatoon demo also. That was great. But the Splatoon Direct was great. The Mario Kart Direct last year was great. The 155 Smash Bros. Direct was great. Their digital event last year was great. I can't wait till 9 o'clock tonight to see what it is they're going to do this E3. Because quite honestly, another digital event will be fine with me. Part of me also wants them to do a conference. So I don't know. But I know they're going to have more games and better games to announce than Sony and Microsoft. As has been the case for the last 2 straight years. And it's usually the case. Period. Any year. So, God bless y'all. Stay gaming. It's your boy Reezonoticz. Peace.